Brian Nickell back here at Fort Morgan High School. Caden Edson not playing tonight, foot in a walking cast. So we'll see what the Fort Morgan Mustangs can do here against this Frederick Warrior team here. We'll get some starting lineups here in a minute. This would be a nice win tonight if the Mustangs could outscore the Frederick Warriors. Looks like we'll get some numbers here for you for the starters for Frederick. And starting will be senior Joe Cartelli, senior Davis Richard, as well as senior Jacob Green, senior Logan Zimmerman, and junior Isaiah Aliz.
Number 4.
And then for the Fort Morgan Mustangs tonight, the starting lineups will be senior Nick Norris, along with sophomore Fernando Marquez, senior Jacob Ortega, senior David Serinana, and it looks like sophomore Braden Fajardo starting for the Mustangs tonight. Coach for the Frederick Warriors is Enoch Miller, assisted by Bobby Zimmerman, Jeff Conway, and Walker Bounds. Head coach for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, Andy Schoen. He is assisted by Jim Krackemeyer, Greg Edson,
Number 2, sophomore Fernando,
and TJ Schneider, as well as C.W. Scott.
Fajardo.
So Fajardo with the start tonight.
Number 1, senior Jacob.
They will have to get some outside shooting here tonight. Try to open it up underneath a little bit for Nick Norris, and he needs to be just a little bit better underneath with his shots right at the bucket
And number 12,
for the Mustangs to come away with this victory tonight. So we will see how this happens, how this all plays out here. 8 minutes up on the board. And the opening tip is coming up here shortly, and that is brought to you by Ingmar Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. Ingmar Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan. So Nick Norris to jump for the Mustangs. He will go up against Davis Richard. As they set up here, Norris looks like he has the height on Richard. We will see if he out jumps him or not. As they are set here, and tip is going to go to the Frederick Warriors. And that is Cartelli off to Green. Now Cartelli with a deep three. Oh my goodness. Cartelli way outside there for the three. Now a little midcourt trap here by the Warriors. And that pass is going to be taken away and then taken back away by the Mustangs. Fajardo, and that pass is going to be tipped. Bad pass into the center. They tried to go to Norris. Now on the far side to Zimmerman. Now back up top to Cartelli. Over on this near side to Richard. Up top to Cartelli. Now a hand check. And that will be on Serinana, his first. So the Warriors to inbound right baseline. They get it up top now to Richard. Now back into the corner. And that three is up and good by Isaiah Aliz. So back-to-back threes here by the Warriors. Now, nice pass there by Fernando Marquez to Nick Norris. for the bucket. Now a drive to the lane, and that is going to be up and no good, but a foul is going to be called underneath. We'll see who they call that on. That will be on Fernando Marquez. That will be his first, team second, but that will send Elise to the line to shoot 2. Six to 2 here early on. That free throw is up and good. Adam Cardona comes in for Marquez. So Elise does shoot 71% from the charity line, up 7 to 2. And that free throw, nice looking shot there by Elise. 5 points by Elise. Ortega still in the backcourt now to Serenana, back to Ortega. Going to try to trap out at midcourt. Now a foul is going to be called on the far side, and that will go against Zimmerman. That will be his first, team first. Mustangs do get it into Ortega. Now they're going to try to get it underneath, but the reach around takeaway. By Frederick. Now the layup is going to be blocked, I believe, by Norris. Fajardo tries to get it underneath to Norris, but it is kicked out of bounds by Richard. So the Mustangs now to inbounds right baseline of their basket, down 8 to 2. As they try to get the ball. You get it into Norris. Norris now to Ortega out at the top. Keeps his dribble alive. Now to Fajardo in the corner. Back to Jacob Ortega, over to Serenana on the left wing. Back to Ortega up top. Now he's going to stop and pop for the 3, and that's off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Green. As they like to run, another 3 is up and in and out, and going to be rebounded by Nick Norris. That was Elise with trying that next 3 and did not come up with it. Now the ball is tipped away, and a travel call on Adam Cardona. So 4 turnovers here early on by the Mustangs, 1 by Frederick, as they will inbounds. Get the ball into the hands of Richard. Now in the middle is Zimmerman. Now back to Richard for a 3, and that is up and good for Richard. 3 threes here in this first 3 minutes of the game. Ortega has the ball tipped away a little bit, but then regains it back to Fajardo. Fajardo loses it, going to be taken away by Zimmerman. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded underneath by Richard, and that 3 is off the top of the backboard, hit the rim, and then bounced up over the backboard. So wholesale changes here for the Mustangs. Randy Schoen not happy with what's going on out on the court. So now we have, let's see who we have out there on the court for the Mustangs. We have Nick Beltran, Briggs Wheatley, Jesse Campa, Jackson Langford, and Fernando Marquez. So Wheatley, a foul call on the far side, and that will be on Elise. That will be his first. So Andy Schoen not happy with the way the Mustang starters were performing here. So Fernando Marquez now to Campa. Jackson Langford with the bucket, and he is fouled. And that will be on Cartelli, his first, but Jackson Langford strong to the bucket, and he will get to shoot 1. 11 to 4. We'll see if he can make this 11 to 5, and that free throw is up and good for Langford. No, I thought it was going to be an offensive foul, but I think that's going to be called on Fernando Marquez. be his first. Layup is going to be up and good by Jacob Green. Beltran now to Briggs Wheatley, back to Beltran, still in the back court. Now to Langford. Wheatley over to Beltran. Marquez for the three, and that is off the rim and no good. Going to be tipped around and taken by Elise. And now Beltran with the foul. His first, team third. It's Fernando Marquez. Comes out now. The refs are going to have a discussion here at the mid-court for some reason. I'm not sure just what I don't know if it's number issue with the Mustangs or with the. I couldn't tell you for sure just what the problem is. Now into the game for the Mustangs is Mac Eccles. So still having a discussion with the people at the scoring table, but must have got it figured out. We're back at it here, 13-5 Frederick. Now an illegal screen is going to be called on Frederick, and that will be on Zimmerman. That will be his second. So 13-5, Briggs Wheatley now to Eccles. Briggs once again to Beltran out high. Beltran with a little jumper, and that is off the rim, but does go in for Nick Beltran. So on the far side is Green. He's going to drive it all the way down, and there's no shot. It's before the shot did go in, but fouled out front. And that will be on. That foul will be on Briggs Wheatley. His first, team fifth. The Warriors now to inbound right baseline. They do get it in, but taken away by the Mustangs. Then in and out of the hands of, they have a number 32. See if we can locate a number 32 anywhere for the Frederick Warriors. I have no number 32, so we will see how that goes from here. Over on the far side to Hutchinson. That three is up and no good, going to be rebounded by Ian Marinoff. Back out top to Richard. That three is going to be up and good once again. 2 threes for Richard. 16-7. The Mustangs get the ball into the hands of Beltran. Beltran picks up his dribble, now gets it off to Langford. Langford down underneath, up and under. Nice job there by Eccles with a reverse layup. 16-9. Now on the near side to Marinoff. And that three is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley with it now to. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be a foul on the rebound, and I think that's going to be. They're going to call that on Jesse Campa. That is one foul on Campa. Now into the front court is Frederick as they will back it out now. Hutchinson with the ball. Going to drive it into the lane, kick it out into the corner to Richard. Now into the hands of Marinoff. Back into the hands of Hutchinson, drives it into the lane. Picks up his dribble. Now it's going to be out front to Green. He's going to drive it in, and the layup is going to be up and no good. Tipped around and finally taken by Green. And that three is going to be up and good once again. I believe that was Hutchinson with the three. 19-9, 10-point lead here for. Now a foul is going to be called on Green. That will be his first. So starting five back out on the floor once again for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. As that second team did put up 7 points. Brought it up. Still a 10-point game here, 19-9 with 1:18 to go here, first period. Over on the far side to Fajardo, up top to Sariñana, now to Jacob Ortega out here on the right side. Now Adam Cardona into Nick Norris. Nick Norris shot from the middle of the free throw area is short, but he is fouled by Hutchinson. That will be his first. So Nick Norris will go to the line to shoot two. With just under a minute to go here, and that free throw is up and good for Nick. Norris on the year shooting at 51%. Didn't put the point up yet. They gave it to the wrong team. Should be 19-10. The layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Fajardo. Back into the hands of Fajardo. Under 40 seconds to go. Fajardo to Sariñana on the left wing. Now to Norris. Now to Cardona up top to Fajardo for the three, and that is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Cartelli. And get it back into the hands of Cartelli as he gets it down to the floor. 19 seconds. Three from the corner is going to be up and good by Marinoff. 7 seconds so that the Mustangs can get a decent shot off here. Adam Cardona. Ball is going to be tipped, and the three is up and off the rim and rebounded by Cartelli. But that's the way it comes to the end of the first quarter. They have it 23-10. I believe they will check that score here in just a minute. But at the end of one, the Mustangs are down 23-10 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. They did get the score corrected here. It is 22-10 in favor of Frederick. But we still have a player for Frederick, number 32. I have no idea. They don't even have a 32 on the junior varsity, so if he scores, we will just put him down as number 32. So Sariñana out front, over to Ortega on the far side, back to Sariñana up top, now to Fajardo as the Mustangs work it around the perimeter. Underneath to Norris, and now a foul, and that will be on number 32. So we will set him up at the top up here and see if we can work him in. That will send Norris back to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And 32 does come out. Zimmerman goes back in, but Nick Norris with the 1-and-1. That first free throw is up and good for Norris. So he will earn the second free throw. Mustangs down 22-11. Next free throw also up and good. 3 or 4 from the free throw line is Norris. Over on the far side now is Hutchinson. Going to back it out now with Marinoff. Now an illegal screen is going to be called. And that will be on Marinoff. That will be his first. And 4 turnovers now for Frederick and 5 on the Mustangs. Ball to Norris. They get the ball across midcourt. Now back to Fajardo on that left wing. And a bounce pass underneath to Norris. He's going to go up strong and cannot quite get the roll. So Cartelli with the rebound. Stop and pop for the 3, and that is up and good by Marinoff. 2 threes for Marinoff tonight. 25-12. Adam Cardona with a 3, and that is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Marinoff. Now another deep 3, and that is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Ortega. Ortega now brings it up into the front court. Nick Norris stumbles, but he does come up. Now to Ortega. He takes a deep 3, and that is off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Fajardo. Fajardo with a 3, and that is up and good. Now quickly down court is nice bounce pass, but that's going to be taken away by Fajardo. He's going to go up with the layup. Up and good is Fajardo. Now over on the far side, little give and go underneath though is going to be wide open, and that is going to be Zimmerman. And now a timeout is going to be taken, I believe, by the Mustangs. And that is just a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here. The Warriors with 7 threes so far here in this first half. One in the second quarter, and 6 in that first period. And they're out to a 10-point lead, 27-17. So the Mustangs are going to have to get some hands up and some faces out there if they continue to drop those threes out there. Marinoff has 2 threes, Richard with 3, Hutchinson with 1, Richard with 2 threes, Elise with 1, and Cartelli with a triple. So just under 6 minutes left to go here, first half. Mustangs down 10, 27-17. Cardona to Norris, Norris to Fajardo for the 3, and that is up and off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Zimmerman. And now a foul out front by Ortega. So that will send Cartelli to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 17 fouls on the Mustangs, 9 on the Warriors. So Cartelli with that first free throw is up and good, so he will earn another. Cartelli at 71% from the free throw line. 5:44 to go. Mustangs down 11, now down 12. 29-17. Sarignana over now to Fajardo. Fajardo bounce pass to Sarignana to Ortega. Oh, that was a bad pass, but it was just knocked out of bounds by Elise. But Ortega tried to get it cross court to Fajardo. That's just too long a pass. He tried to get it through there with the quickness of the Warriors. Now on the near side to Ortega. Ortega underneath to Norris. Norris muscles his way in and gets up and in for the bucket. 7 points on the night. Now a foul is going to be called. It'll be a hand check foul. And that will be on Sarignana. That will be his second. So that will send Cartelli back to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 where he was just 2 of 2 moments ago. The Warriors leading at 29-19, and that free throw is up and in. So Nick Beltran, Briggs Wheatley in for Sarignana and Fajardo at the 5:12 mark here of the first half. Of the second quarter, actually. Next free throw is in and out, rebounded by Cardona. Beltran keeps that dribble alive. Going to be pinned underneath. Oh, they're going to get it to Briggs Wheatley. The up and under by Briggs Wheatley is up and good. Now over into the corner is going to be pulled out is Zimmerman. Now out top is Cartelli. Elise is going to drive it down, and that is up and good by Elise on the drive to the basket, 32-21. Wheatley back to Beltran. Beltran back to Wheatley. They get it across the line. Now they're going to call a blocking foul, I believe, and that will be on Richard. That will be his first. Nick Norris back to the line to shoot 2. 10 team fouls now on Frederick. And why they buzzed, I have no idea. Net free throw up and good by Norris. Not sure what they're trying to get straight here for sure. But it is a 2-shot foul. One scoreboard has it 10 team fouls, the other one has 9. So that free throw in and out. Rebounded by Green. Back over here on the near side to Elise. Now into the corner, and that 3 is up and no good. It's going to be off of Frederick and out of bounds. So the Mustangs, the inbounds, they get it to Beltran, back to Ortega. Ortega picks it up to Beltran. They got to get it across. I'm not sure why the clock is running. I have no idea. Apparently they didn't start the clocks. They had to run some time off. This is a mess here tonight with at the scoring table. So we'll see what they do. They run it. I don't know what they're doing. Now they put 4:10. They run it down to 4:05. Now back to 4:10. Now into the hands of Ortega to Beltran. They get it up into the front court. Underneath to Norris once again. Norris is going to go up for the shot, but he is fouled, and that will be on Cartelli. That will be his second. So Norris will go back to the line to shoot 2 once again. 4 of 6 so far is Nick Norris. See if we can cut into this lead just a little bit before halftime, and that free throw is up and good. That does make it a 9-point game, 32-23. So Marinoff comes in for Cartelli with 4:01 to go here in this second quarter. Next free throw up and also good. Nice looking shot there by Norris. They get the ball down court quickly. Little layup, little floated layup is going to be up and no good by Elise. Mustangs with the layup. Now the foul or a travel is going to be called on Beltran after he received the pass. So Frederick with the ball, up 8, 32-24, 3:38 to go here, second period. Into the hands of Green. Back out top to Zimmerman, and that 3 is up and good. So Zimmerman gets in the triple act also. That's his first 3 of the night, 5 points on the night. Now back to Beltran, to Ortega. Beltran out front. Briggs Wheatley now out at the top, going to keep that dribble alive. Now underneath, but that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Green. Not a good pass there by Wheatley. Jackson Langford into the game, along with Jesse Campa. So Nick Beltran comes out, as well as Adam Cardona. Ortega now with the ball out top. Jackson Langford for the three, and that is, in and out and tipped around and finally taken by Norris, and his shot is going to be blocked, but he is going to be fouled. So Nick Norris back to the line to shoot two. So Nick Norris living at the free throw line here in this second period. This will be his 7th attempt, and that is up and good. Been to the line. That one also up and good, so he is 7 of 8. He's been to the line 8 times here in this second quarter. Now another three from the corner, and that is up and good for Zimmerman. 38-26. Ortega now to Campa. Underneath, but that ball is going to be taken away, turnover by the Mustangs. Zimmerman now going to drive it. They're going to call a carry on Zimmerman. So the Mustangs now to inbounds far end. Down 12, 38-26. 2:24 left here in this second quarter. Jackson now to Campa. Campa's going to drive it down now to Ortega. The layup is going to be up and good from the left side for Jacob Ortega, his first bucket of the night. Now up top and over on the near side now to Green. Back up top to Richard. And now the three is going to be taken but missed and rebounded by Nick Norris. Jackson Langford going to drive it down. His little floater is up but no good. And it looks like it should be off. It's off of Frederick and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Jacob Ortega to trigger it in for the Mustangs. As they do get it into Wheatley. Now to Campa, now to Langford in the right corner. He's going to dribble it out. Out top, keeps that dribble alive. Now to Wheatley. Wheatley back to Langford out at the top. Now that ball to Campa, now to Wheatley. Minute 32 to go here. 10-point game. Campa now to Ortega. That was almost a walk, but Ortega with a save. Now underneath, that ball is going to be taken away, and then a foul on Norris. So Nick Norris with the reach. It was only his first. Yes, that will send Hutchinson to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. They have 9 team fouls on Fort Morgan. I only have, there's one down here. Okay, they do have 9. But Hutchinson to the line to shoot a 1-and-1, and that just barely reaches the rim. They're rebounded by them. And then a takeaway by the Mustangs, then another takeaway by Frederick, and the layup is going to be up and good by Hutchinson. So Wheatley to Jackson Langford, but just out of bounds, I believe, off of Green. So the Mustangs now to inbounds right baseline. Now it's number 32 is coming in for Hutchinson. So the Mustangs to inbounds, down by 12, 40-28 with 58 seconds to get it into Wheatley. Now underneath, but tipped away, taken by the Mustangs. Jackson Langford for a three, up and good. Langford from behind the arc. Now up top, and that three is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded and finally taken away by Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley now to Langford for another three. Up and good. Jackson Langford. Back-to-back threes. 6-point game now here. We come down to the end of the second quarter of play, 40-34. A nice job here by Jackson Langford. Looks like the Warriors will play it for one shot as they get into the hands of Richard. Now a give and go. Block and out of bounds by Norris. Nice job by Nick Norris as he blocks the reverse layup by Jacob Green. I believe it's going to be possession to the Warriors. The Warriors do take a 30-second timeout, but we'll just keep it right here for now with the Mustangs with a nice little run here. They have closed this to a 6-point contest with 1.7 seconds left. Equitable Savings and Loan, mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check it out today. So up next for the Fort Morgan Mustang boys and girls teams will be Thursday, January 23rd, as they will be at Roosevelt. That will be a 5:30 tip for the girls, then a 7 o'clock tip-off for the boys. So the inbounds right baseline will be Zimmerman as he looks to get it in. They get it in, and the shot is going to be up and no good at the buzzer as they were looking for a foul over there on Richard. I think he just lost his balance more than anything, but the Mustangs do close this to within 6, 40-34. We'll be back with the halftime show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 40-34 as we get this second half here underway. Still waiting for the Mustangs to take their position out on the court. Nick Norris, Jacob Ortega, David Sarianana, Braden Fajardo, and Fernando Marquez on the floor for the Mustangs. Jacob Green, as well as Davis Richard, Cartelli, Logan Zimmerman, and Isaiah Elise. That shot is going to be up and blocked by Nick Norris. And we have a warning over here on the coach of the Frederick Warriors. I think they were looking for a foul on the block. And Enoch Miller, the head coach, is not a happy camper at the moment. So the Mustangs get the ball up to the front court. Braden Fajardo, Fernando Marquez hands off to Nick Norris. Nice ball movement there by the Mustangs. A three from the outside is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and finally taken away by Marquez. Marquez is going to drive it down. His underhanded layup up and no good. Going to be tipped around and taken by Green. Green on the far side now to Richard. Back to Green. Green's up is no good. Baseball pass to Marquez. And now a technical. I don't know how they can't stop a layup like that. How do you stop a layup on the opposite team? On the technical they called on the. So the technical was actually on a player. I believe that was on Jacob Green. But you're on a layup. I mean, the outlet pass was down. He was going up for the layup, and they blow the whistle. If you're going to blow the whistle, wait till he makes the layup or continues on the possession. But I don't know how you can take that kind of a possession away, but the free throw will be taken by Braden Fajardo. His first free throw is up and good. And the next one off the front of the rim. So I'm not sure. Yes, they put that on Green. I have that as his second. We only have one up there for Green. I have him for two. So the Mustangs will inbounds far side as they get the ball into the hands of Sarianana. Back to Fajardo, back to Sarianana out top to Ortega in the corner, now underneath, and the push off underneath on Nick Norris. I thought he was wide open there, but maybe that's why he was wide open. He put the hands into the back of the Frederick player. And now Green brings the ball up into half court to get the offense set up. Going to hand it off to Cartelli. Now off to Elise. Back to Green. Green's going to drive it down. Going to kick it out here now on the near side to Richard. Almost intercepted and taken away by the Mustangs. Jacob Ortega with the layup up and good is Jacob Ortega. After the steal by the Mustangs, a 1-point game here, 40-39. As the Mustangs almost fought this all the way back. And now a three from the corner, and that is going to be up and good by Elise. So that is his second three of the night. And it looks like it will be a full timeout here. So we'll take one with him with the Mustangs down by 4, 43-39 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustangs get the ball in and get it up to the front court. And they get it into Fajardo in the corner. Now back to Ortega to Sarianana to Marquez. Ortega with the three up and good. Jacob Ortega with the triple. Brings it to within one. And as Green now gets it back from Richard. Richard's going to drive it down. That's Green, excuse me. Green gets it back from Elise, and that is going to be up and good by Cartelli. Marquez with a shot, comes up short. And now a three is going to be taken. That is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Elise. Now a foul is going to be called. I believe that's going to be on Sarianana. There will be three on Sarianana. So Jackson Langford to come in as well as Nick Beltran. I'm not sure what they're waiting on here. There are no foul shots being taken, so Sarianana and Fajardo come out. 45-42. Mustangs down 3. We're down there by as much as 12. That ball was almost taken away by the Mustangs. The layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Norris. Have him unofficially with 5 rebounds here. Now to Ortega on the right side. Back to Beltran. Now to Marquez underneath. That ball is going to be tipped and taken away. The turnover Mustangs. Green all the way down. His layup is going to be up and good. 4 points on the night for Green. Now a little full court pressure here by Frederick. As they're up 5, 47-42. Nice screen over there by Norris. Going to beat him up and under, but the foul is going to be a foul on the shot. On the give and go, and that will be on Zimmerman. That will be his third. But Nick Norris will go back to the line to shoot 2. Where he is 8 of 10. With 4:27 left here. Net free throws off the back of the rim and no good. Bounces out. So now Ian Marinoff is in for Logan Zimmerman. So Nick Norris with his second free throw, up and good on that one. Wide open in the corner. It should have been a walk, but nothing called. Rebounded by Nick Beltran. As Beltran gets it, has some pressure there from Elise. Beltran is going to give it off to Ortega. His shot is over the rim and no good. Going to be taken by Nick Norris. Up strong is Norris after he gets the rebound. And a foul on Jackson Langford. That will be his first. As Cartelli went to the basket. Nick Norris will take a seat now, and Adam Cardona will come in, give Nick just a little bit of a breather. Mustangs down 2:45, 47 to 45. Now Elise out front. Now a corner back to Elise. Excuse me. Elise going to drive it in. Nice job there. Oh, nice block by Adam Cardona, but Elise gets it back. And now a three from the corner is up and no good. Rebounded by Langford. Nick Beltran to Ortega out on the high right wing. Down to 47-45, 3:30 to go here, third period. Langford to Marquez, now underneath the Cardona, now to Beltran for the three, and that is up and in and out. Rebounded by Cartelli, but taken by Ortega, and his layup is going to be up and good by Ortega. And that ties it up here at 47. The Mustangs have come all the way back. Now out top for the three, and that is going to be up and good by Richard. So that puts them back up top by three, 50 to 47. 2:40 to go here in this third period. Handoff to Marquez. He's going to drive it all the way down. Adam Cardona. Now after Marquez passed it off, ran into one of the Frederick players. So Marquez with three. So the Mustangs will call just a 30-second timeout here. So we'll just keep it right here as they're down by three with 2:42 to go here in this third period. But a very competitive ball game we have going on here at Fort Morgan High School here tonight. Western Engineering Consultants, engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs set them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. So they have Marquez with two. I have him with three. Not on the same page here. I know there's a couple other ones there that are a little different, so we'll see. I guess that's the official numbers down there at the scorer's table. See, the Mustangs are now going to come out in a full court press. Briggs Wheatley back in, Nick Norris in, Nick Beltran out, and Jackson Langford out. As they now hand the ball off to Hutchinson. Now a foul out front, and that will be on Jacob Ortega. That will be his second. As the Frederick will inbounds just in front of their bench. Hutchinson to inbounds. They do get it in to Marinoff. Marinoff out on the high left wing, going to drive it against Wheatley. He's going to kick it off to Richardson and taken away by the Mustangs. Now to Ortega. Ortega's thought he was going to stop and pop there, but did pull it down. Gets it back out to Beltran. Oh, Nick is in. I'm sorry, Marquez is out. Adam Cardona with the three, and that is off the rim and no good. Run down by Nick Norris. Beltran with a little jumper, and that is up and good by Nick Norris. Or excuse me, Beltran, Nick Beltran. So Nick Beltran with the deuce here as the Mustangs are down one, 50 to 49. Up and under is in and out. Rebounded by Norris, but it will be a jump ball as they reach in and grab it. I believe that was Conway that reached in. So possession to the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Hands off to Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley's going to drive it all the way down. A little spinner is up and no good. Rebounded, but it's going to be on Adam Cardona, I believe, as he goes over the back. That will be his first. So Frederick will inbounds at the far end as they are leading it by one, 50 to 49, with a minute 28 here to go in this third period. Now Conway with it. He's going to hand it off. And Conway kept it. And he will get the bucket on the drive, his first bucket of the night. Briggs Wheatley gets it up into the front court, now to Norris, now to Adam Cardona. Cardona with the travel. Stubbed his toe over there, went to stop and ended up causing the travel. Frederick down with the possession here as they get it over on the far side to Richard. Now back out front to Marinoff. Going to drive Wheatley to the bucket. Little floater is going to be up and good. By Marinoff. And now a timeout is going to be called here by the Mustangs. Andy's shown, but it's just going to be a 30-second timeout. So we'll just keep it right here, but the Mustangs keeping this a contest here as they are down now 5, 54-49. They had tied this up at 47 and have only scored one bucket since then. And the Warriors have taken a 5-point lead here with 39.9 seconds to go here in the third period. AC Ice, crystal clear ice, good for any drink at any time of the year. You can pick up AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store in Northeast Colorado today. A very entertaining game here from Fort Morgan High School. Frederick 2-3 in the league. Fort Morgan looking for their first victory in the Tri-Valley. They're at 0-6. But Briggs Wheatley to inbounds far side, three-quarter court. They get it into Norris. Hands it off to Ortega. Ortega gets the ball up into the front court. Now to Beltran on the left wing. Beltran, not a good pass as that was picked off in the lane. Now Frederick's going to pull it out here a little bit, and with 16 seconds. Nope, I got that wrong. They went up with a shot, and that's going to be rebounded by Conway. And now 8 seconds down with possession to the Warriors, and that shot is going to be up and no good, and nothing comes of it there at the end. But the Mustangs are down 5 as we enter the final stanza here in this contest. They are down 54-49 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. So Frederick will have possession here as we start this fourth period, up 5. Green with possession out there as he gets the screen, drives it down now over on the far side to Marinoff. Now back up top to Green, being guarded by Campa. The three is going to be taken, and that is short, but going to be taken by Elise. So he just out-jumped the Mustangs there. Now Marinoff going to a deep three, and that is going to be up and no good, but then a foul is called after the, I believe it was after the shot. So that will be enough for the 1-and-1. So Marquez with 4. And going to the line for the 1-and-1 will be Elise. Yes, he stands at the free throw line, and that one is up and good. He was 3 of 4 before that one. So he will earn shot number 2 here, 55-49. That free throw also up and good. 12 points on the night for Elise. They get the ball. Mustangs do get it into Campa. And now to Serinana, to Fajardo, to Norris. Norris is going to go up with it, but he is fouled by Green. That will be his 3rd. So Nick Norris will go back to the line to shoot 2. See if they can cut into this 7-point lead here. And that free throw is no good. Nick cooled off here just a little bit in this second half. See if he can hit this one. It'll be 50% if he makes this one in the second half. As Green brings that ball up into the front court. Going to drive it down. Now he's going to hand it off to Marinoff. Now there's going to be a foul called on the steal, and that will be on Fajardo. That will be his first. So I believe that will send Marinoff to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. He has 8 points on the night. That free throw up and good. So he will earn a second. So the Mustangs have been outscored here 3-1 from the free throw line. That's the only points so far in this fourth period. Free throw up and good. 10 points on the night by Marinoff. Get the ball up at court to Campa. Campa now to Serinana. Serinana to Fajardo. Fajardo's going to drive it into the lane, and now a foul called on the drive, and that will be on Elise. That will be his second. So Mustangs will inbound right baseline of their basket, down 8. As they get it into Norris, now out top to Serinana. Now a three, and that is up and no good, and rebounded by Elise. As Green has it now. Back to Green in the corner from Marinoff. Now shot is going to be up and no good, and rebounded by Serinana. Now a layup. They're going to call it off, and they're going to call a charge on Marquez. And if that's on Marquez, he is done. Fernando Marquez, I think that was probably a good call. It looked like he was set. But Fernando Marquez has fouled out here. In this game. So now on the floor we have Serinana, Fajardo, Norris, Campa, and Ortega. As Elise now hands it off to Cartelli, but taken away by the Mustangs. And then I'm not sure what the call was there. There's Jackson Langford standing over here at the scorers table, jumping up and down trying to get in the game. So he comes in for Jesse Campa. Mustangs down 8. I'm not sure what the stoppage of play was. I didn't see a foul call or anything. So I'm not sure just what that was all about. But the Mustangs with it as they look to get this offense going here just a little bit. 58-50. Get it underneath to Norris. Norris back out to Fajardo for the three, and that is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Nick Norris and puts it back up and in for the two. So Green into the lane. Now a three is going to be taken. That is up and no good. Rebounded by Jackson Langford. Nice strong rebound there by Langford. Fajardo now to Ortega. He stops for the three, and that is off the front of the rim and no good. Tipped around and finally taken by Langford for the three, and that is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Cartelli. As the Mustangs come up empty on that possession. They're down 6, 58-52. And layup is going to be up and no good, but they're going to call a reach foul, and that will be on Jackson Langford. That will be his second. That will send Green to the line to shoot 2. It was on the drive, but they also are in the double bonus here with committing their 10th foul. So Green with the first free throw is no good. Frederick as a team shoots at 61%. from the free throw line. That next free throw is up and good. 5 points on the night for Green. Mustangs get it into the front court. Nice. Oh, the layup was missed by Ortega. And then Norris is fouled on the shot. I believe they called that on Cartelli. That will be his third. So Nick Norris back to the line once again. He has spent a lot of time at the free throw line tonight. See if they can cut into this lead here a little bit. Free throw is up and good. .21 points on the night for Nick Norris. 9 rebounds. Unofficially on the rebounds. So Norris with foul shot number 2 coming up. And that rolls around and in. Back down to a 5-point game once again. Now a head fake by Cartelli, but that ball is going to be taken away in the lane. Nick Norris all the way in his shot. He's going to be fouled on the drive. And that foul will go on Hutchinson, his second. So Nick Norris back to the line to shoot another pair. 59-54. As Nick Norris tries to make this a 3-point game, and he does make the first one. Has hit on his last 3 free throws. So Nick with his next free throw. That off the front of the rim and no good. But rebounded by Langford Jackson. That shot rims around and out. And then a foul is going to be called. And that will be on Langford. That will be his third. But Elise did come down with the rebound and then was fouled by Langford. So 4:49 to go here in this fourth period. It's a 4-point game here for the Warriors, 59-55. And that free throw is no good. Actually, that's Hutchison with the 2 shots. Misses the first. Next free throw is up and good. So now full court pressure here. Kind of a man-to-man full court pressure as the Mustangs get it into the hands of Ortega up in the front court now. 4:40 to go, down 5, 60-55. Layup is going to be, they're going to call another offensive foul on Jacob Ortega. That will be his third. Now a timeout. I thought they were calling him. Not sure what they were calling there. See who came out. Elise comes out. Let's see what they're trying to figure out here at the scorer's table now. I guess they got it figured out, whatever it is. 60-55, Frederick. As Green brings it up. See if they're going to work a little time here. That could have been a foul on Langford, not called. Back to Green. He's going to drive it all the way up, in, around, and out. Tapped around and finally taken by Langford. As he gets it into the hands of Sari. Oh, now it's going to be a carry on Fajardo. Turnover here by the Mustangs. And they look, now it's going to be almost stolen away by the Mustangs. It was tipped by Sarianana and then out of bounds. But nobody had gone back for Frederick to help take the ball in. They just threw a long pass, but worked out well for them now as they get the ball into the backcourt with Marinoff. 4:11 to go, 60-55. The Warriors almost looked for the pass underneath to Cartelli, but was not there. So out front now is Marinoff. He's going to drive it all the way down. That ball is going to be, look like a clean block. They're going to call a foul on Jackson Langford, I believe. Not sure if it was Langford or if it was on Norris. I'm not sure who they called that on. I haven't put it up on the board yet. Going to the line will be Bermenoff to shoot 2, and that one bounces around and out. And I'd say that was on Langford, so that will be his 4th. Now, Briggs Wheatley checks in for Langford. 3:55 to go here in this 4th period. Mustangs down 5, 60-55. Got to take advantage of their offensive possessions. Next free throw is also no good. Rebound will go to Nick Norris. Have him with 10 rebounds here so far. So well in with the double-double. He has over 20 points here tonight. The Mustangs need to get a bucket here on this drive. 60-55. Nick Norris with the feed. Up and good by Norris. Now Frederick with the ball. They drive it into the lane. Green's going to drive it down. His little jumper is going to be up and good by Green. Now Jacob Ortega into the front court. And now a timeout is going to be taken here by Andy Schoen. And it will be a full timeout. So we'll take one with him here. The Mustangs down 62-57 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Coming out of the timeout here, the Mustangs will inbounds half court. Braden Fajardo to throw it in. As soon as he gets the ball from the referee, he gets it into Sarignana out at the point. Sarignana to Fajardo out on the right wing, back up top to Wheatley. Underneath now to Norris. His little layup is going to be up and good by Nick Norris. They're just feeding him right now all night. 62-59. Up top now is Marinoff, as he's going to back it out here a little bit. As Briggs Wheatley, he's going to have to go out and force something here a little bit, or they won't ever put the shot up. So Briggs Wheatley on Marinoff. They hand it off now to Richard, being guarded by Fajardo. Back to Marinoff out here at the top. They're going to run some time off down to 2:25. Marinoff backs it out once again. And now a timeout is going to be taken here by the Frederick Warriors. It will be a full timeout, but we'll just keep it here right now with 2:23 to go here in this contest with the Mustangs down by 3. Mustangs were down 22-10 at the end of 1. They were down 40-35 at half, and then down by 5, 54-49 at the end of 3. Nick Norris now, I believe, has 27 points on the night, along with the 10 rebounds. So nice double-double here for Nick Norris. Let's just see if they can get this in the win column here tonight and get their first win in the Tri-Valley. As far as the Tri-Valley goes, Erie and Meade each at 5-0. Windsor at 4-2, Skyline at 3-2, Berthoud 3-3, Frederick 2-3, Holy Family 2-3, Roosevelt 0-5, and Fort Morgan 0-6. So it would be nice to get that win tonight, as the Mustang girls did get their first win of in the Tri-Valley, as they went up 53-36 in the early game. So the Warriors get it into the backcourt with Marinoff, as he is being guarded by Ortega. Ortega is going to back off now into the front court as Marinoff. Now to Elise. Elise hands it off now to Richard. They're going to run some time here. It's down to 2:05. Richard to Elise, being guarded by Wheatley. He's now nice bucket. Oh, nice job there, but missed. Had the open guy underneath the basket, but missed the layup. So opportunity here for the Mustangs. Either tie it up or get to within one. They're going to give it to Norris, and he's going to go up with it. Up and good. Nick Norris with the bucket, and he will go to the line to shoot one to try to tie this up. Nick Norris, big game tonight here. As he will go to the line to shoot one to see if he can tie this up. Into the game is Green for Cartelli. So Nick Norris, see if he can tie this up here. Off the front, does roll in, bounce off the front of the rim and goes in. So it's all tied up here at 62. So we will take one more timeout here as the Mustangs call it, as it's tied up here with 1:43 to go here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. So Nick Norris gets the bucket and the foul shot, and we are all tied up here at 62. So we will see what kind of an offense that Frederick will run here if they try to kill some more time here. If they go right after it, try to get a three in. Jackson Langford down the floor, as well as Jacob Ortega, Brandon Fajardo, David Serenana, and Nick Norris. As they do the weave, going to be a drive all the way to the bucket. Up, nope, no, they're going to call it out before the shot. But that foul is going to go on Braden Fajardo, just his second. But they did wave off the bucket. That was close. And to the line is Richard. He will shoot two. And that is off the back of the rim and no good. So Frederick going cold here in the late stages here of this contest. He's still tied at 62, also off the back of the rim. Tipped around though and taken by Green. Green's going to drive it all the way down. Then the layup, that layup is going to be up and good by Green. Now Fort Morgan with getting full court pressure here. And now a blocking foul on Green. That would be four. And Serenana turned to go up the court. Green was there, didn't give him room to make the move. So Serenana will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. So need to make these free throws here. This is where you can stay in the game. That first three is off the rim, no good, but rebounded by Jackson Langford, and then they're going to call a foul on Nick Norris on the rebound. That's only three on Norris, but they will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 or shoot two. And that will be Marinoff that go. Yes, Marinoff will go to the line to shoot the two free throws. They're up to 64-62. Jackson Langford with a nice job getting the rebound, but came up just short, and that free throw also no good. So Frederick misses their last four free throws. Last three, and then that one is up and good. So full court pressure here by Frederick. Serenana gets the ball up court, gets it into the hands of Ortega. Now to Serenana. We're down to 1:05. Mustangs are down 3, 65-62. Serenana's going to drive it down, going to hand it off, and then it's going to be taken away. A steal by Frederick. Now they're going to call a foul on Frederick, as they said he was throwing an elbow while he was trying to protect the ball. So that will be 4 on Zimmerman. So Mustangs will inbound just in front of the Frederick bench. Get it into Serinana, down under a minute now, 47 seconds. Still down 3, 65-62. Fajardo to Ortega. Ortega underneath to Norris. Norris goes up. His shot is blocked out of bounds by Elise. But the Mustangs will retain possession with 37.1 seconds. So need to make good on this offensive possession, either a 2 or a 3. Norris gets it back to Ortega for a 3 from the corner. Up and good! Jacob Ortega with the 3. Ties it up at 65. Frederick gets the ball up into the hands of Elise. Elise out to Richard. 17 seconds. Now to Green. Now a timeout is going to be taken here by the Frederick Warriors. But a big 3 here by Jacob Ortega. It's going to be a full timeout, but we'll just keep it here as the Mustangs have this thing tied up and are looking for their first win here in the Tri-Valley. Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. Get a delicious treat, breakfast or lunch option to make the day better. 921 Edison Street in Brush today. Colorado Plains Medical Center. CPMC has experienced physicians and a highly trained surgical team trained in the latest surgical procedures. Explore what procedures are possible in your hometown. But the Mustangs come up big on that last possession with Jacob Ortega as he drains the 3. So on the night, Jacob Ortega with 12 points. And none bigger than that 3 right there. So now Frederick will inbounds far side with 14.5 seconds to go with Davis Richard as he's guarded by Nick Norris. As they look to get it in, and they get it into Green. Now back to Richard. Hands it off to Elise, being guarded by Serinana. Down to 7 seconds, down to 6 seconds. And now Green's going to drive it down with a layup. Oh no, it's going to be up and good. But a timeout is going to be called. But Green with the layup as it opened up for him, and it was wide open to the bucket. Now they got to put some time back on the clock here. We'll see how much time they're going to put on the clock. It's down to 0.4 of a second, 67-65. So we'll see as they're talking it over here. The Frederick coaches are having a discussion here with the refs. I'm just not sure what. Another full timeout, but we'll just keep it right here. But they put up 2.3 seconds. But the Mustangs will have to go the length of the court as they're down 2, 67-65. And they do not have any more timeouts. So they will have to get this in. If they had maybe one more timeout, they could get it up to half court, call a timeout, and then get it back in. But right now it's a 67-65 contest as Green drove it down that left side and up and in. If the Mustangs can play like this against Frederick, it'd be nice to be able to see them play like this against all the teams that they play against. They did have a rough night against Meade, but actually they have been playing everybody fairly tough. It's usually been like a 4 or 5 point game here. But here we go. Jackson Langford will inbounds with 2.3 seconds. And they got to try to get it in now to Nick Norris. And now to Ortega for the 2, and that is up and no good. Comes up just short. Oh man, what a disheartening loss here by the Fort Morgan Mustangs as they go down to the Frederick Warriors 67-65. But what a game as they fight back. So we will take a 2-minute break and be back with the post-game show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.